And when you left that place, what did he say to you?
He asked me to wait for him.
And why didn't you?
After he died, I waited for him, and he came to me in a dream.
What did he tell you?
The travel of ships between lands relies on the heavens and the spirits. We meet at the places between, over the waters. I said to him, what needs to be said?
Before he died, he asked for you.
How long did it take him to die?
About 4 hours. He suffered from a head injury, groaned your name, reached for a comfort too far away.
Where did you bury him?
In the sea, beside his home.
A cemetery of predators. Why would you leave him there?
He waits for you with the waters. He waits for you to sail to him.
Why did it take you so long to find me?
I wanted to leave him dead, but I thought...
Did you think I left him?
I know you did once.
Will I find him again?
His spirit roams our old land.
By the sea.
By the sea. So this is kind of a hard poem, but it's a poem that a lot of people ask me about. So, and it's okay, because we're just fragile trees, and we can be fragile sometimes, and we can be strong sometimes. So, it's okay to shed a tear. I should have said he died in Thailand. Most of you know we were living in Thailand, but he died in Thailand. We lived there at the time. Some of this poem is not true. He did not suffer for 4 hours. He passed away immediately, which we are very thankful for. He was in an accident. So, and we did not bury him in the sea in Thailand. We brought him back, and he's buried here in Hermitage. But the reason I had those, one is I wanted to include Vanessa, like I wanted to have him asking for her, so I kind of changed the truth a little bit. But also, this poem is really about absence of body. And that's the hardest thing about losing someone. You don't see them anymore. Your body, their body is not with you anymore. So I really wanted this poem to feel kind of ethereal. I have the heavens and the spirits, the places between, over the waters. The ocean is really a liminal space. Whether you're flying over it in an airplane or if you go on a cruise, it's really just sort of this place that's in between. And maybe that's kind of where he is, in some kind of spiritual, mysterious way. Kind of a nod to heaven as well. But this was kind of a risky poem for me to do. It was kind of this question and answer, and then it switched, and then the Vanessa character started asking the sister. So it was a hard poem, but the point of it was just to remember my brother, to remember that he was loved, and just to kind of hit that mysterious place that we hope, the heaven we hope he's there, and that we can still remember his spirit and try to live the way he did and kind of put some of that spirit into our own lives. So, okay. I'm going to go to the very last poem in the book, and it'll be more upbeat. So, it's called Luminescence. Inside the body of the world, there lives a vine that awakens in footprints and root prints, that touches our suffering, that heals the broken earth, that intertwines our pulses until our breaths carry a new seed within them. While we sleep, rain saturates the land, and in the morning, a luminescence tunnels through the fog. I want to be the world, freshly washed. So I didn't realize I was kind of giving a nod back to Orr in this, inside the body of the world. But I really, I'm not sure what his body of the beloved is. But when I think about this body of the world that we're in, there's just this longing to be a part of something that's breathing and living and life-giving. And I really like that image of this vine that's like crawling up inside of us, that does touch our suffering, but also heals us, that makes us new, that gives us new breath and a new seed, and kind of gives us something to live for. So I don't know if I really realized it, but I kind of started and ended the poem kind of with that metaphor between nature and the body. I want to, try to check on time, I don't want to go too long. I want to share, would you guys care if I shared some new things that aren't in the book? Just a couple of points? Okay. So this still goes with the body theme. I have been writing these poems about penguins, which is weird, but so last winter, in 2015, we had all the snow days that repeated again in basically. But in 2015, we had a bunch of snow days off school, and on like the 11th snow day or whatever, I was bored and I watched March of the Penguins on Amazon Prime. And I mean, it's like 10 or 11 years old, but I had never seen it. And I was very moved, and I saw a lot of commonalities between penguins and penguin life cycle and humans. So I'm going to share a couple of these penguin poems, try them out on you. They have not been published anywhere. I've been trying, but haven't been accepted anywhere yet, but they're close to my heart. Okay, so the first one is called Falling in Love. A penguin's love looks like a heart. It is the thinness of necks and beaks settling into each other, the silence of heads and bellies touching. This is the most delicate act you will find in a buried land. This act is the whole world rushing beneath their feet. The map of Antarctica printing itself on the inside of their skin, the negative of their silhouettes flashing in closed eyelids. A penguin's